Learning how to effectively advertise your business can be difficult, time-consuming, and expensive. So in this video, I put together 10 of the best advertising strategies that you guys can use in your business right now to get more leads and to get more sales. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into the video. Number one is going to be retargeting. So 97% of the people who initially see your ad are not going to take the action you want them to take the first time you want them to do it, or the first time that they see it, right? So what does this mean? This effectively means that you're wasting 97 cents of every advertising dollar if you're not properly retargeting. It is also said that on average, people need to see your ad around 7 times before they decide to take action once. So if you're not retargeting, you're literally not giving your prospect enough time to actually respond to your ads. And that's why this strategy is number one. Because as you guys can see, if you're not utilizing retargeting into your campaigns, then you're just simply wasting money. This retargeting can be done in the form of other ads, email marketing, text marketing, social media posts, whatever you need to do to follow up and provide additional touch points. Number two is copy. If you don't have strong copy, you're going to bore people to death and your ads will not convert at all. Most people I work with have no idea how to write copy and they use different tools and AI to help them. So luckily for you, I have a super simple copy formula that you can use right now that works great. And it's called the PASS formula, or the PASS method, PAS. And the PAS stands for pain, agitation, and then solution. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is call out the pain point that your ideal customers are having. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is now agitate this pain to let them know that this really is a problem and that they really do need to get it fixed. And then the S is going to be the solution. So this is where you position yourself or your company as the solution to their problem. So you call out their problem, you agitate it by letting them know that it really is a problem, and then you position yourself as the person to solve that problem for them. So that is the formula right there. PAS is very simple and has been used for a long time, and that's because it works. Pain, agitation, solution.
What's going on, guys? If you're a coach, business owner, entrepreneur, or consultant, and you're not getting the amount of leads and sales you want for your business every month, then what you need to do is click the link in the description right now and schedule your free MAB demo. MAB stands for Magnetic Advertising Blueprint, and that is the exact process that we use to get results like this. If you click the link in the description right now and you're one of the first 10 people to register for the week, I will personally share with you my 7-figure advertising blueprint that you can implement for your business and start seeing success. So if you want to start attracting more leads and sales for your business on autopilot 24/7, 365, no matter what you're doing, then click the link in the description right now and schedule your free session with me.
Number three is research. Imagine trying to sell products and services to people you have no idea about. It would be almost impossible. Without proper market research, you make it so difficult for yourself just to be able to make a few sales, because you're playing blind because you have no idea about the wants and the desires of the people that you're trying to serve. You don't know what they like, what they don't like, where they like to shop, where they like to eat. You probably don't even know their age or their gender. Effective market research is the cheat code to effective advertising, and here's why. Because your ideal clients will tell you exactly how they feel about your products and exactly how they feel about competitors if you just know where to look. And you can use all of that information that comes directly from your ideal customers to write stronger copy, to create better ad videos, or to write better copy on your website page, or whatever the case may be. Some great places to do market research are places like Reddit and Quora. And I'm not going to go too deep into the market research because I have videos on this channel about market research. So if you guys really want a deep dive into market research, just make sure you guys check out those videos. So when you're on Reddit or Quora, you want to type in your ideal customers and look for the types of pain points that they're dealing with. Make a list of all of these pain points and bad things that they're mentioning in their reviews, and then mention all of that in your marketing and let your customers know that you don't do that. So for example, if you're selling a hair oil and you're doing research and you're seeing reviews and many of them say that their scalp was left dry after using it, in the copy of one of your ads, you can say something like, gives you all the moisture without any of the dry scalp. 4 is targeting. Imagine trying to sell dog collars to cat lovers, or trying to sell a steak to a vegetarian. Probably wouldn't work, right? But why? Because obviously a cat owner is not in the market for a dog collar, and a vegetarian is not in the market for a steak. They're the wrong target audience for what you're trying to sell. And this is a huge mistake that many entrepreneurs make when they're running their ads on social media. I've worked with countless entrepreneurs who wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars showing their ads to people who just simply don't want what they have to offer. So what I have for you guys is our 3-layer targeting strategy that we use for ourselves and for all of our clients because it actually works. So when you're running your ads on, let's say, a platform like Meta or TikTok or YouTube or whatever the case may be, this 3-layer targeting strategy is going to help you pick out interest, behaviors, and demographics for you to target with your campaigns. So for layer 1, what you're going to do is select an audience that is directly related to your product or your service. For layer 2, we want to select an audience that is related to your product or your service. And for layer 3, we want an audience that is going to be something that our ideal customers also like. So this doesn't have to be business related. This can be a restaurant, places they like to shop, places they like to vacation, TV shows they like to watch, anything like that. Try this targeting strategy and actually showing your ads to interested people, and you will see better results with your ads immediately. Number 5, ad platform selection. So different types of people hang out on different types of platforms, and it's super crucial that you understand this before you spend a bunch of money running ads. The people on LinkedIn are different from the people on TikTok, and the people on TikTok are different from the people on YouTube, and those YouTubers are different from the people on Facebook. So when you're making the decision on which ad platform to choose, do the proper research and actually make sure that your ideal customers are actually there. Number 6 is going to be your creative, or for the sake of this video, we're just going to be speaking about video ads specifically. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars testing ads, and in my experience backed by data, videos are the best types of ads to run online. And it just makes sense now that most popular social media platforms are video centric. But I'm sure you, like many others, don't know what you're supposed to say in your videos to make them convert. And you're not alone, because I speak with so many entrepreneurs and they all deal with the same issues. That's exactly why I'm making this video. So what I have for you is a 4-step video ad formula that you can start implementing right now to make high converting ad videos for Facebook, TikTok, or whatever platform it is you decide to use. So step number 1 is going to be the hook. This is social media, so remember that you only have 2 to 3 seconds to capture somebody's attention. So with your hook, you want to directly call this person out so they can understand that you're talking directly to them. So for an example, a hook can be something like, are you a doctor in New York City looking for more patients? Step 2 is the credibility and the introduction. So please remember that people see hundreds or thousands of ads every single day from complete strangers, and they have no idea who you are. So it's super important that when your ad does come across somebody's screen, you establish credibility and introduce yourself, right? So you want to let people know who you are and let people know why they should listen to you. So tell them what you do, how long you've been doing it, how many people you've helped, and if you can, show the type of results that you get for people. Step number 3 is the value. So in all of your ads, you should have some value in it. And what classifies as value for me is going to be something that either educates, motivates, entertains, or inspires. So as long as your video is doing one of those 4 things, then you can say that your video is valuable and is providing value. So if we're the doctor in this example, the value that they could provide in their ad video could be something like, stay tuned for the rest of this video and I'll give you 3 foolproof ways to reduce your high blood pressure. And step 4 is going to be the call to action. This is where you tell the prospect the exact action you want them to take. Don't leave it up for chance. Don't assume that they'll do it. Tell them exactly what it is you want them to do, and they'll be more than likely to do it. But if you don't tell them what to do, they won't do it. Any ad or piece of copy that doesn't have a call to action is incomplete and it shouldn't be running. So for the doctor, the call to action can be something like, if you want to reduce your high blood pressure, then make sure you give our office a call right now. Number 7 is testing. Testing is one of the most important aspects of running ads. And always remember this acronym, ABT, always be testing. Testing can either save you a lot of money or really lose you a lot of money if you're not doing it. Anyone who isn't testing their ads is literally opening their wallet, standing above the toilet, and emptying all of their hard-earned cash into the water and then flushing the toilet. If you just like giving money away, there are far better places you can give it to. As a general rule of thumb, you should be testing about twice a week, and roughly 10% of your ad spend should go to testing new things. What types of things should you test? Everything. Literally everything that you could possibly test. You want to make a list and write it down, and eventually you want to test it. You want to test your offer, your website pages, your copy, your video ads, your audiences, literally everything that you can, even your headlines. But we only want to change one variable at a time when we're testing our ads. That way we know that the changes that we see are actually due to what we're testing. If you want a deeper, detailed video about testing, then check out my testing video that is also already on my channel. Number 8, analyzing data. This is one of the most difficult things for entrepreneurs to learn, but it's super important that they do learn it. To analyze your data effectively, you first must know what your goals are. Because if you don't know what you're trying to reach, you don't know if you actually got there or if you didn't, or how close you got to it or how far you were from it. You can't just create an ad campaign and say, I want to make more sales. Well, how many more sales do you want to make? Where do you want to make these sales from? What ROAS are you looking for when you make these sales? There's so many different things that go into it that if you don't know, makes it so hard to analyze your data because you do not know what your result is. You don't know what you want your end game to actually be. Most people only look at one metric when it comes to analyzing data, and it's just purchases. And of course, if you're trying to make sales, a good way to see if it's working or not is just to track the amount of purchases that you're getting. But that's not the only way to know if your ads are being effective. Your ads can be working well and you still may not be converting any sales. So there are many instances where the ad works well, but the ad is taking them to a poorly created website where the copy's bad, they're not listing any benefits, and the conversion rate is just super bad. So that's why they're not getting any sales. But because people are spending money on the ad, they will blame it on the ad, even though the ad did its job, which was to bring the traffic to the destination that you decided, which was your website. If they don't convert when they're on the website, then that is the website's fault, not the ads. That's why it's also super important to look at other metrics like CPC, which stands for cost per click, or CPM, which stands for cost per 1,000 impressions, or click-through rates, or even post shares and post saves are good metrics to let you know if your ad is being received well by the people in your audience. If you're interested in seeing a more in-depth video about analyzing data, make sure you guys leave a comment below and I'll make it for you. Number 9 is budgeting. The number one question I get all the time is, Dev, how much money should I spend on ads? And to be honest, there's no answer I can give to one person that will be the same for another person, because it truly is different depending on your business, depending on how much money you're making, and so many different other things. I work with companies that spend $3,000 a day to $30 a day to $10 a day to $50,000 a month. So it really ranges a lot, and it's very, very important that you have a proper budget and you stick to your budget when you're running your ads so you don't overspend. But I would say at a bare minimum to spend at least $30 to $50 a day at least. And I would allocate 10% of that budget to testing, 20% of that budget to retargeting, and the other 70% of that budget to prospecting or sending the ads to cold traffic. So what happens after we test an ad and we get good results? Well, now we want to scale it. Now, what many entrepreneurs do is immediately just 10 times the ad spend, right? So they're like, well, if I was spending $100 a day and I was getting great results, well, now I'll just spend $1,000 a day and I'll get even greater results, right? And in theory, this should work great. But sometimes a significant increase in ad spend can actually throw the results off. Remember that these ad platforms are algorithms and they learn more the more that your ads are running and the more that you're spending money. But any major adjustment, like a 10x increase in your budget, can reset that learning process and definitely hinder your results. So be careful. So when you're increasing your budget, when you identify a winning ad, you want to increase it incrementally by 15 to 20% at a time. So about every 3 to 5 days or so, if you're still getting good results, increase your budget by 20% and scale this way instead of just immediately trying to make a big jump. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are 10 proven advertising strategies that will help you grow your business. Make sure you guys are actually implementing these things inside of your business so you can see results. Make sure you guys give me a like, comment, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so you can be notified when I drop new videos just like this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.